So you want to know if it's worth buying an electric motorcycle? Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf from RevelatorAlf.com. So in this video I'm talking about electric motorcycles and are they really worth it? Now, one of the big issues of electric motorcycles as it stands right now is range and also charging, recharging the batteries, and also the battery limits or life limits of those bikes as well. Now, it was noticeable on recent motorcycle shows, different parts of the world, but certainly the one that I went to at the UK, the Anakee Motorcycle Live at the tail end of 2018, that electric motorcycles are making a bigger presence now with Zero and other manufacturers. They're all starting to come up. Now, one of the big news right now is that a project that Harley have had for the last 2 or 3 years, or 3 or 4 years now, with their Livewire motorcycle, is actually going into full production now, and it will be coming out at 2020, or the tail end of this year possibly. But the big problem is its weight. It's going to be quite heavy, it appears. The figures aren't exact right now, but it certainly seems as if it's going to be a lot heavier than other electric bikes on the market, or so I've been led to believe. The Livewire will also be coming in the region of about $30,000. Now that's $10,000 more than the Zero S motorcycle. They're talking about 110-mile range, or possibly a little bit more than that. And they're talking about 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. So the figures are quite vague right now on the Harley Davidson Livewire, but that's the kind of thing we're looking at. Now, the question is an electric motorcycle right now, can it compete with your petrol-driven motorcycles? You know, 600, your 1,000 cc's, whatever. You want to go on a long tour or a long ride anywhere. You know, will they compete? Well, the simple answer is no, they're not going to compete, are they? They're going to be too expensive for what they are. Now, at the Motorcycle Live event, I saw, a concept motorcycle there, and it's nearly £90,000. Now, who's going to pay £90,000 for an electric motorcycle that's only got about 100-mile range? It's just not going to happen. Possibly 1 or 2 around the world, but in general it's not going to happen. So whilst you might get your kicks, riding a Tron-like bike, in practical terms you're soon going to, that will soon wear thin. What we've got to think about is actual range. The range has got to be comparable to a full tank of petrol. So we're talking in the region now of 200 miles. Well, certainly 150 to 200 miles on a full tank of petrol. Then we've got to look at recharging stations. So what kind of charging system are they going to have? Is it a universal charging system like many of the cars are becoming? And also, are those charging points going to be made available all around the world? So now, also, do you have to carry a charging cable with you just in case there isn't a charging point, so you have to go to a normal domestic supply? So lots of questions, for the consumers to be asking any potential dealers. Now, if you're buying your electric motorcycle or electric powered cycle, because there's a whole range of bikes already on the market, and if you're only using those for urban riding and you're doing very short distances, then it would stand to reason, actually, it'd be good for pollution, it'd be good for congestion, and it'll be good, obviously, on your pocket in the long term, because you're not actually using the fossil fuels, are you? So actually it might work out for you, but if you're actually on a long commute, you're having to do lots of miles, certainly maybe let's say 50-60 miles per day, then you may start to wonder, actually, is the bike suitable for your needs? Also, let's say you have to, at the end of your journey, you come back home, you want to put the bike on charge. Let's say then you want to go out on your ride again in the evening. Well, maybe the bike isn't quite fully charged, so you need to have it charging for a whole period of time. So it is a complete lifestyle change when you're looking at an electric motorcycle. But they are on the market. There are lots of good bikes on the market. And the great thing about electric right now is that the technology is growing and growing and growing, and it's grown exponentially as well. So year on year, they're going to be more and more attractive to the consumer. So, would I say that they're right to buy right now? Possibly not. I think certainly if you're looking just at urban riding, I think yes, but it's an expensive proposition for just urban riding, I think, if you're living in a city. But I think it would actually work out quite well. Certainly in the next 5 years, then I think we're looking at better bikes, better range, and also better battery life, but also reduced charging times for the batteries as well. So it really depends how long they take to charge, where can you charge them on the road, you know, if you're out and about, and also what can be done to, let's say if you're caught out in the middle of nowhere and you do get a flat battery or series of batteries, what can be done in the middle of the night on the roadside to recharge that battery and going? Is it a case that actually there's nothing you can do, you have to recover the bike back to a recharging station and away you go? So lots of questions to be asked. Anyway, so but say the big news coming out is that Harley Davidson, the last few weeks, have released the Livewire bike, and it actually looks really good as well. Lots of other manufacturers are out there are producing some stylish electric bikes. So there's lots of competition growing, and they're going to be a lot more attractive to the consumer, you and I, over the next few years, certainly. Right now, as I say, urban riding, I think if that's all you're going to do, you live in the city and you're going to go from one point to the next in the city, come back, so your actual mileage is relatively low, then I think they're a great proposition right now. For long distances, I just don't think we're right there, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think below as well. Let me know, of other electric motorcycles out there that are coming on the market. I know I've only mentioned a couple here, but there are lots, I know. Let me know what you think. Let me know about your whole thought process behind electric motorcycles versus petrol, and let's look to the future and see what the industry can do for us as riders. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers now.